And just like that, it is time to reflect on July. Yes, I know that videos over the past month have not been posted. I know I've been going through a lot, which were explained in health blog number 12 and 13 as a massive update of what's happening, and I know that they were posted at the time. I get that. But first, let's reflect it on this month, and then I'll tell you what's really been going on. So my health blogs were recorded within 2 to 3 days of the days that they were originally supposed to be posted, which was on the 9th and the 23rd. I'll get into more detail on what really happened in just a few ticks. So my fitness journey series is back, and it's getting back into my fitness journey part of it. Now remember, this series, it's going to go towards I think November, and then this series is done, and then the series will be put back on hold until I have enough videos for you guys to post all over again. But the videos that were posted were on the 7th, 14th, the 21st and the 28th, and they were video number 12 part 2, video number 13, video number 14, and video number 15. Now, I was going to finish up the remaining of my Demi Lovato Dancing with the Devil 4-part doco, but that got shafted, and I'll tell you again in just a few ticks on why that happened. But you did get a brand new Singing Covers Talk video, which was K-pop songs I would love to cover part 2, which was posted on July the 4th. And now to the real reason. Let me just get this off of my screen. Let me just talk to you guys about what happened this month. So let me just take a minute, because this will slowly make me feel ill, like it has been doing for the past nearly 4 weeks. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. Now this is hard for me to talk about because it does relate to my undiagnosed eating disorder. So if you are very sensitive to this kind of thing, I'm letting you know now. If you don't feel comfortable, feel free to click off the video, and if you are, we're gonna have a brief session. 1 time, 2 times, 3, 1 last time. Okay. So basically what happened is that the day that I was talking to my job network person, I was explaining to her how for the 3 weeks in June, I couldn't move because my back was extremely hurting, and we started to talk about medication, told her the reason why I can't take tablets and how I tend to choke on them, and I have past history with that. And that day and the next day, which was for 48 hours, I went through 2 incidents of choking on food. So what it was a Whopper large Hungry Jack's burger. I tend to eat things too fast when I'm very, very hungry, and I absolutely acknowledge that. A piece of it got nearly stuck down my throat, and I had to pull it out. That was horrifying. The next day, I had a panic attack in the early morning, and I thought that I was going to puke, but I didn't. That particular day when I was eating my chicken burger, a piece of my hair got stuck to the burger, and I was trying to pull it out, and that scared me. Since then, I've been going through acid reflux at the moment because there's not a lot that I can eat these days without making me feel sick. For that whole week, I did say that I was going to take a break, and I did. I did a couple days later, well actually on the Saturday after when it happened, I recorded me going on a break, and I recorded the first health blog of this month to really explain, what's happening, that I need to go on a vocal rest, just to relax. And then my tonsils were up, and this side of my tonsils here was sort of kind of closing my throat. So you can see how incredibly uncomfortable that was. I kept constantly drinking water, which is really great for you regardless. I kept having mints because it helps me to stop the stew, and I know with that habit it's getting out of control, and I absolutely acknowledge that. But for those 3 weeks to now 4 weeks coming up to it, it was full on. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want to be on camera. I did address on my Instagram what is really going on, and I'm actually going to go on it now so I can just read it to you guys, and I will screenshot the particular 2 posts that I'm referring to. I'll put it in, and then you guys can just go check it out. I have made videos on it. Let me just go down to it. Mind you, this was all about a month ago. Not that one. So there's actually a ton. So this was on the Friday that I posted this. I woke up any hours before now. I thought I was going to throw up, which it was true. When I talk about how I can't swallow with taking tablets, which is true, my throat closes on me. Gotta love waking up to that, not. But I'm fully awake now. I do feel a bit off and a bit sick, but I'm okay for the most part. I had 2 Whoppers on the day before, and the onion that went down my throat as I was explaining to you guys about. And that was one post. This is for the next post. Who wants to hear another stupid thing that I did? That's right. And I was being very sarky. As I was finishing eating chips, I went to clean my hands, and sanitizer got on my chin and on my face. And on top of that, I licked it, and it was gross. So that was one, and that happened on the Saturday. Yeah, that happened on the Saturday. And then this is the one thing that I was referring to as well. The eating struggle is real today. Just had food and hair that was stuck. I think today is not my day, which is the truth. And that was very full on. Okay, so this is another post. Hey guys, here's an update on how I've been doing since the Friday of my health. So this was on the 9th. As you all know, I went through 2 choking on food over a period of 2 days. Since then, I have been having issues with eating, which I can only eat 2 meals a day plus mints, which is true. Trying to keep it down and possibly have acid reflux, which is true. I have been experiencing anxiety attacks and panic attacks, which is very true, and it's very uncomfortable as well just to even talk to in general. I'm always a big believer in you can't change what you don't acknowledge, and this has to be acknowledged as it's very uncomfortable to talk about. Since I was 14 years old, I have been battling with an undiagnosed eating disorder as a teenager, and it's becoming, I personally think, more serious since it happened, which is actually true. It's a positive relief to be able to write this down, how I've been feeling of that past particular week. Now hopefully at some point my stomach will hopefully calm down and settle so I can sleep and also eat hopefully later on. I think for now it's best to eat very light until further notice to help me, and just drink lots and lots of water, and which on here as I've been doing. I'm glad I have a place to talk for me and maybe help others who may be going through the same thing. And that's when I said that I was going to put YouTube videos up, which eventually I forgot, and hopefully get some sleep. So this post was on July the 19th when I originally posted this. And another thing that I have to mention, because it's something that I have been a bit offended when I post stuff like this. I get these bullshit comments on my posts, especially when it comes to, talking about my eating, being very honest with how I'm going through and stuff. Some people are promoting their own shit. They want me to be, an ambassador and shit. I find those comments very invasive. I find those comments incredibly annoying, because as someone who is still going through this on her own, I find it very offensive, because it's like I feel like that they're trying to make it as a gimmick. And I have screenshotted those photos. I will post them on screen as from now, and this is just for me to put them on screen, of how incredibly offended I was that day. And I just want people to understand that it's seriously not right, and that I just wish that people will understand when someone's talking about their eating disorder, they don't want this kind of shit on their page. It makes it feel like it's a gimmick. And I know people can run businesses on Instagram, but when I have an outlet to talk about my eating and how much it has impacted me, I feel like I'm being a voice within myself saying, Soph, you have an issue here. You need to go get help for it. If I can overcome the majority of my mental health for the last 10 years, why can I not overcome this? And it is so incredibly very, very true. So you can see why I was so pissed off with those particular posts. There's times when I want to block people on my Instagram saying that this is not a gimmick, this is true, this is how I'm going through. Please don't mimic this shit, because when I try to post this stuff on Facebook, I get emails that's saying that, oh, someone's worried about you, here are references that you can go and get help. And I find them annoying. It's like, then why aren't they, being a friend and asking, hey, you, okay, what's happening, you know. And I do plan in August to go and see a doctor. I'm already organising it with Mum now, because Mum's going to get her last shot of the Pfizer vaccine, which I'm going to ask if I'm able to get it, because I have none so far. And the lockdown that we went through for a week here in Adelaide, that was fun. Trust me, the amount of people who bitched on Facebook said, oh my god, I'm out so much money and shit, is like, guys, this is the Delta variant that's now come to Australia. We need to be more cautious about this. This is 10 times more contagious than anything. And not only that, you know, I'm not fully vaccinated for it. Mum's only half vaccinated for it. I know my aunt's fully vaccinated for it, but it's like, mate, I'm more focusing on my own shit. And if anyone didn't see, Sydney last month actually had a freedom protest, which I personally thought was very offensive. Not only to the people who are actually doing the right thing, but not only that, the cases are around either over 200 or under 200 a day. It is ridiculous, but this is the proof of how foreign this variant is now. And we gotta get it under control. The only person you can control is you, not everybody else. This is why I hate conspiracy theorists and anti-vaxxers and all of that, because I think that you're all just bullshitting yourselves. There's science to back it up. You have issues, go to your local GP. Voila. Problem solved. But unfortunately, everyone wants to be dicks. Very highly unfortunate. Anyway, my mental health did go down with all of the choking stuff that I went through. Again, anxiety, panic attacks. I did feel very defeated because I wanted July to be more about health. That went down the drain quite quickly. How do I felt at the moment? It's still up and down because I'm still getting those, sick bubbles after eating, 2, maybe even 3 foods a day, but I physically can't do it at the moment. But I'm looking forward to going to a doctor in August, which we are now. I'm looking forward to actually trying to get this sorted, because I have to get my back re-scanned. I want to go on antibiotics for a month because I keep getting these boob pimples sometimes, and this is for the ladies, Do you guys go through, especially myself, when you go through constant boob sweats? I know that's in diet, I get it, I don't want to hear about it. But do you go through that and then having these random pimples go on your boobs, and then for a month you're trying to get rid of them? Because that's what I keep getting for a while. I've been going through them since last year, and that's one of the reasons why I have to go on antibiotics, so you can clear it. Because the bastard's coming back again, and it's annoying. But I want my vaccine, but I don't know if it's going to, hurt it or anything. So that's why I'm going to my GP. Very important. Go to your GP. But other than that, what did I do to pass the time during this whole? Well, one, my sleeping patterns were fucked because with everything, we're fearing that I'm going to have another panic attack or anxiety attack, and that it does take me 2 to 3 hours to properly calm down. I was between watching TikTok, some YouTube videos. I've been watching a ton of Twitch streams as well, which one of the Twitch streams last month really pissed me off, so I think Ron was taking a bit of a break for a couple to 3 days. Playing a lot of Final Fantasy X, and isn't this interesting, right? It took me almost a week to get Anima up to 4,000k HP. I know this is all gamer speech, I know. I probably people thinking, you're a gamer? You feel now? Hell yeah, I'm a gamer. nothing wrong with that. It took me a week just to get all of the HP up. Just so when I go start training for all my speed levels to fully get them all maxed out, I completely forgot how to do it. This is how long since I have done all the training for it, and trust me, this part of the training is fucking boring. I literally have to have YouTube, stand, music on, because I get too bored very quite easily. Like, that's how easily I lose concentration. And I had to go find the videos for it, because usually with me and my cousin Nick, you know, we love gaming, and it's why I'm so into Final Fantasy X, and why I'm so into, you know, gaming in general. You know, he's my go-to person for all of this. And because when lockdown happened, I'm like, okay, that's not gonna happen. And since my since my aunt is an essential worker, I think my cousin John was as well. I'm kind of forgetting him, but I think that he is. They are, and they've been working. They have to go to do a COVID test. It took 7 hours, including 4 hours in Moran. That is bullshit. Trust me, not my words. It was their words. Trust me. I felt bad for him. Trust me. And we don't have a car. And my mum has a respiratory disease. I know, it blows, right? But other than that, you can see why it's been really full on this month. Now, if you go to the health blogs directly for this month, which were, again, health blog number 12, health blog number 13, I go in more detail about it. But now we're going to the goals for August, which we're in now. Number 1. Finish the Demi Lovato series. That needs to be complete, because I've been stuck on it since last month, and it needs to be completed. Even though I went for health issues last month, and that's fine, that's okay, but it needs to get done. I want to finish the last Dance Moms seasons, well, collections I should say, which is about 2 each, so there's 4 I have to go through, which I'm already starting to do the transcriptions on my computer. That sounded wrong, but you know. Go back to my movie series, work on my health goals, and that is it for this video. Now, in the health blog one, which is the last one for this month, it goes in more detail of what I've already been through over the month, so please go watch those 2 videos, which is again number 12 and number 13. So go watch them. I really truly thank you all so much for, you know, putting up with me this month. You know, I found it so annoying that I couldn't finish these videos. I was very incredibly upset by it. But when it comes to my health, I have to take the acknowledgement and what needs to get done. I do address that I do have an undiagnosed eating disorder, and I was chatting to my counsellor just over this past week, which I will chat more in my first health blog, which is supposed to be coming out on the first week, but I also gotta go record month, which I will do. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Remember, all my socials and links and all my YouTube series videos I post on this channel are of course always linked down below in the description. Remember, the music that was played in this video of course will be credited right after this part of the video. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos coming very, very soon. And then you can go to my end card, which will have a recent video and my reflecting playlist. But other than that, I love you all. Thank you so much for putting up with my shit for the past month. And I'll catch you for the new month, which is currently now.